Preparing.
Oh, I see we're streaming and recording.
We're streaming and recording. Here we go. It's Nation of Conversation, episode number 293. I am your host, Ryan, and I'm here with
Your
one
co-host.
man, my co-host, Bill. How are you?
I'm quite well. How are you?
Great.
Oh, yeah.
We're down a second man. Can you believe it? It took a while. How many? Is this the 5th year of this show?
Yeah, this is
How
year
many years
5.
have we doing this?
It'll be year 5, and when did we start it? Over the summer?
Yeah, we started July 19th, I believe.
Yeah, so we're like 4.5 years in now.
Yeah, 4.5 years in. And we've never had just two people, so this is going to be an experience. This is going to be experience. How are you, first of all? What's up?
Oh, I am the same as I have been since March. I don't have anything to update. I haven't done anything, but I'm healthy, so I'm fine.
Yeah, there you go. It's Martin Luther King Day. It's my kid's birthday today. Joey's 5th birthday today.
5 years old. I forgot that was today.
Hit 5 years today. So lucky for him, he gets a day off every 5 years, I guess. Or 4 years. I don't know. Every 5 years he had a day off the day he was born. So I guess every 5 years he gets a day off. So
have you already done the cake and ice cream and whatnot?
Yeah, we did a cake yesterday and all that when we had when everybody was off and all that. So we did the whole deal. I tried to get him to watch wrestling today because he had the day off. I'm like, you know what? I gotta watch some wrestling matches. I didn't finish watching all my wrestling matches. You want to watch any? Nah. I want to watch The Floor is Lava.
Oh yeah, my nephew just discovered The Floor is Lava, or my niece did, and she loves it.
Is she doing Floor is Lava like in the living room?
No,
that's what's happening to me. Like we put it on and he starts just jumping off stuff like it's the game. Because the one floor or the one level is called the basement on Floor is Lava.
Okay.
And it's got like a couch and like a recliner and a table and stuff, and you got to land on those. He's doing that down here in our basement, thinking it's Floor is Lava. But it took him a while to warm up to the show because we put it on at first, and when people fall in the lava, he thought they were dead. He thought they had died. He's like, that woman just died. Like, no, it's all fake. Sorry, buddy, it's all fake. So now he understands. He's like, it's just water. It's not real flaming hot lava. If that was real, it would be bad.
It would be very bad, Joe.
Yes, you're right.
Are you going to put a big pool of water for him to jump over in your living room?
Let's put some orange water in here for him.
Yeah.
Well, I'm all mixed up because of this birthday and all these things. I thought it was the Royal Rumble this weekend, but it's not.
No.
Got one more week to prepare for the Royal Rumble. I'm not prepared. I'm probably going to watch it.
So it is.
What's your percentage? What's your percentage on watching?
Since it's not up against football, which I have barely watched all year, but I find myself watching these playoffs very closely somehow. I will watch the 2 Rumble matches probably Sunday night, but at some point I'll watch the 2 Rumble matches. That will be all that I watch, though. I will not watch any other matches.
Yeah, I don't know about the other ones or not. We'll see what's on there. Next week we'll cover that. And I know we're going to pick the Rumbles. We always pick the Rumbles and make prop bets on all the Rumble stuff, which is going to be tricky this year because I've never been, as we were saying before we hit record, I've never been so out of date on what the hell is going on in WWE.
I was just trying to come up with who some of the 30 wrestlers could be, and I was having a hard time.
Are you? I'm trying to think how less engaged I am. Was I less engaged in like 2001? I'm trying to think.
With the wrestling world
2004? 2004 maybe? We were pretty out of engaged. You were not engaged in college. I'm just trying to think of but towards the end we re-engaged a little bit.
We did. I would say as a whole, I'm definitely more engaged now, just knowing what's going on, understanding that New Japan even exists. But
in the entire wrestling world, yes, sure, yeah, absolutely.
But in WWE, this may be this may be the lowest.
So even in 2004, we still would watch like SummerSlam and WrestleMania almost every year.
I didn't watch WrestleMania at all this year.
A lot of times we were off for WrestleMania, like on spring break or something. I feel like.
Yeah, and we were home
never.
For
well, one year it was on because we ordered it. I remember that the year we watched Cena beat Shawn Michaels.
It's a little light.
That was bad. That was bad. Yeah, that was bad. Impact had a pay-per-view over the weekend. It was the one that Omega was going to show up on.
Didn't realize it happened.
He wrestled with the Good Brothers. We'll talk more about the Good Brothers later.
Mm-hmm.
But the Good Brothers and him versus Rich Swann and the Motor City Machine Guns. So he actually wrestled on Impact pay-per-view. A couple other things happened. Zack Ryder, Matt Cardona now, switched to Impact. He's not in AEW anymore, looks like.
Yeah, he was just like he had signed like a 10 appearance deal or something, right?
I think so. 5 appearance deal.
What is this?
What is this? Oh no! Whoa!
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because I'm wearing my headphones.
Yeah, you sound a little froggy, but
yeah, because I'm wearing these.
Yeah, the AirPods. Yeah. Nice. Look at you.
Yeah, well, I was like, I'm gonna be carrying a baby around a lot, so.
What's going on?
Not much.
Wow, you're swooping in like Superman to save this show right now because we lost Wally.
Yeah. Where'd Wally go?
I don't know.
We think he's in the Capitol preparing to protest, but we're not sure.
Okay.
Him and his guys.
Yeah.
Him and his best friends. No, he doesn't do that. What's up? How the hell are you?
Good. I was trying to get in here before you guys started, but.
Well, we've gotten as far as Impact had a pay-per-view.
Yeah. Oh. Do you have a time limit, or are you just going to bounce when you need to bounce?
I'm just going to bounce with it. I could probably do this show.
Okay. I was going to say, if there's a topic you want to hit before you have to go, just let us know. But
well, since you weren't here, what's your quick outtakes of Wrestle Kingdom as a whole?
Yeah. Good hosting.
It was a good show. The 2 nights are good because it's not as long of a show each night. But then, like, I think I'd rather have just one night of really good matches. It really chaps my ass that there's no Ishii match on any. Well, Ishii was in matches, but still, like,
he was in the Rambo
for like 5 minutes.
He should be Rambo. He should be in the main event, but
yeah.
But yeah, it was all the main matches were great, besides like a handful of them. Like, well, not a handful, but like the Okan match.
I hated that match.
Yeah.
Didn't watch that one.
To do with that match.
When I saw what Okan looked like his getup, I decided I could skip that one.
Yeah.
He's supposed to be like a serious threat, though, isn't he?
Yeah, I think kind of.
I mean, when you lose to Tanahashi on one leg, that's not great. That doesn't say much for your future, but I guess whatever.
What is Tanahashi at Wrestle Kingdom?
It's Tanahashi because Tanahashi. Did you find yourself getting annoyed by the setup match leading into the real match? Because that kind of bugged me a little bit. Some of my food's getting delivered right now.
The setup match to the what?
Like how Ibushi and Naito was more of a setting up match to lead to the Jay White thing. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. Even though the Jay White Ibushi match was terrific.
It was great. Yeah.
They did it like go all out.
Yeah, because of the simple, like it makes sense.
Right.
But it also is like, well, that match kind of was weird. The Naito and Ibushi match never really got. It was a long match that didn't get serious. Yeah, really.
Right.
Also, you could, as great as they are. I mean, Ibushi is God. Is the God, and Time Bomb is a fantastic wrestler. You can give them each one match and give Ibushi a match against Suzuki in the other slot, if you will. You don't need to have them each having 2 matches 2 nights in a row.
They're Okada didn't even have 2 matches. He only had 1.
Yeah, that was the crazy thing. It's like there was the second night there was no Tanahashi, no Okada, and no Naito. It was just like, and I guess bizarre. Hey, you gotta get other people out there. But.
Yeah. Yeah, we're talking about Impact Hard to Kill. Just started talking about it. The Omega thing happened. The Zack Ryder is now over there. Not in AEW. So, and the announce team was changed. They finally did that.
Which I heard they went from bad to worse.
Really?
Well, Matt Striker.
Yeah, they have Matt Striker. What's his name? I assumed he would be better, but maybe he wasn't. I don't know. And his color commentary partner, which I enjoyed, D'Lo Brown.
D'Lo, huh?
Yep, D'Lo Brown is the color man. I love that.
Did you actually listen to him at all?
No, but I love that he's doing it. I love D'Lo Brown. He's great. And then the most interesting thing to me that happened was the Ethan Page thing. Did you see this?
I saw bits of it.
Okay, so he was doing this comedy thing. He's leaving Impact, right?
Yeah, and I guess not on good terms.
Apparently not. So he was doing this goofy Karate Man gimmick.
Karate Man, yes, which a lot of people talked about, and I never looked into.
I didn't know.
It's basically he's himself, and then he has another guy who's like just like him, who's called Karate Man. Is basically Jean-Claude Van Damme, like
his riff,
Kumite kind of stuff.
It's his riff on Ultimate Deletion.
Right. And so his final match in Impact was him versus Karate Man, which is also him, like a video he created with green screens and stuff. And I guess they butchered the presentation of it. I'm not really sure what this.
Yeah, they edited it.
Yeah, they changed it around or made it shorter or what. I'm not sure what they did exactly.
Wasn't happy about that.
And he was pissed and started tweeting about it.
Yeah, and I guess Callis was like, "Yeah, no one's gonna. It's never gonna be as big or as good as Ultimate Deletion stuff."
Yeah, right.
So they're like, "Why don't we just try and do it more straightforward and have you lose straight up to Josh Alexander, which he probably should have done."
Yeah. Right.
Go out on his back to Josh Alexander, who's sticking around, and did do that. So.
Yeah, and he was pissed. And what did he say? He was embarrassed by the match and said Impact lied to him about what they were going to do. So, yeah.
But if they're mad at him anyways, and then he's trusting them to not butcher it,
I don't know if they were mad at him originally or if they're just disappointed he's not staying. I don't know. But he was pissed, and he put out a whole a post about it, how he's going to delete social media for now until he decides where he's going to sign. He's just not happy with anything that is happening. It was the most dramatic thing over what was like a stupid green screen match of him versus himself. I don't know. Very bizarre. We'll see where he ends up, I guess. He's still a free agent. We don't hear you anymore. We lost you.
Yep, no audio, Mike.
We lost you.
Oh, because he made the switch here.
Yeah, he secretly made the switch, but now we lost him.
This isn't live. Just edit it out, Mike.
Right. It's not live. It's not live. I'm drinking a tangerine White Claw, Bill. You'd be proud.
Tangerine's not my favorite, but you can get clawed up. Oh, boy. There he goes.
Oh, we lost him. Damn.
That's right. I gotta figure out how to find this.
What, the Ethan Page thing?
No, I want to find us on YouTube.
Oh, find us on YouTube. Nation Wrestling on YouTube.
It's not as easy to find as I thought it would be last time, though.
It's hard to find. I can send you the link.
No, that's right. We'll keep going.
Physical Challenge. Find us on YouTube. Go.
What's your guy's name? Brian? Is he there?
He's not. I've been looking. because we only have 2 guys. So if he wants to send some live chats, go ahead, man. Actually, last week he corrected us on something, which I stupidly fucked up because my brain is a Cheeto. Brian was like, Adam Pearce never won the Ring of Honor world title. He actually won the NWA world title, but he was also in Ring of Honor. So I mixed those 2 things together. Thank you for correcting us on that. That match is not happening now.
Probably a good thing.
Right. Kevin Owens is taking the place of Adam Pearce. And then Adam Pearce put out like, I would love to wrestle this match. Thanks for being excited about it, but I am not ever medically cleared to wrestle anymore. So I guess he was never, ever going to wrestle this match. So,
well, Kevin Owens is good at wrestling, so that should be.
So we'll see what him and I think it's him and Roman. So we'll see what happens there. Oh, he's back. Here we go. He's back. He's about to be back. Oh. He's in the waiting room, so he's got to be back. Here he is.
Sorry about that. Can you hear me now?
Oh yeah, that's so much better. So much better.
I was worried how these things were going to be, the AirPods.
I mean, they were working, but it just sounded like you were like covered up a little bit.
It sounded like you were wearing a COVID mask. Yeah, so that's Impact Hard to Kill. I don't know if you have any thoughts on Impact Hard to Kill. You have limited time. I'm guessing you didn't watch it.
No.
Fuck no.
Was Omega good doing his stuff, I assume?
It seemed that way. He did wear a Bullet Club shirt. That was interesting.
A Halloween Bullet Club shirt, which makes me think that's the only Bullet Club shirt he's got lying around.
Or the only one that's not trademarked anymore, so he could.
Oh, maybe.
I wonder if it was that. A rare SmackDown take. Here we go. SmackDown actually had Daniel Bryan versus Cesaro, and they were allowed to have a kick-ass match, and it was great. Imagine that.
Could be very good, certainly.
Imagine that. Somebody put up might have been Botchamania guy, because he seems to be the only guy I see on Twitter these days. Wrestling-wise, there's so much junk on Twitter. But the Cesaro hot tag from a few years back, was it 2014, where he made that crazy, he was in that crazy like triple threat tag match, and he like beat everyone up.
Yeah, did flips, did all this stuff.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Ran around, did uppercuts, jumping off the top rope.
One of the greatest hot tags ever.
Yeah, the greatest hot tag of all time. Well, anyway, these two had a match, and it was awesome. So, finally, a good match on
the thing is,
WWE like main products.
Daniel Bryan's just putting people over, because last week he lost to Nakamura. So now, because he's working in creative now. Like,
he said he was moving to part-time schedule.
Yeah, he works in creative, and like I guess he constantly pitches himself wrestling NXT guys.
Really?
That'd be great.
That's what veterans should do.
Yeah. I mean, I assume somewhere out there's a match of him versus Adam Cole, but I would like to see it.
Oh my God.
Sure.
They must have fought in PWG.
He wanted when remember the whole Saudi thing?
Yeah.
The whole Saudi thing, Daniel Bryan pitched like an hour, or it couldn't have been 2 hours, like for that SmackDown, because no one could get there, but Daniel Bryan was there and Adam Cole. He was like, let me and Adam Cole wrestle for an hour.
Yeah. That'd be the best match in the show.
Well, why not? Like, he's a guy who I would be more than happy to go down to NXT. Like, please send him down to NXT. Please let him go down.
That would be great, but why do things happen? Yeah. Why do they send down the weirdest people?
I know that we've said this ad nauseum, but just imagine with the roster they have, if they just said, "Hey guys, go have a good match tonight,"
right?
You just go wrestle each other.
I have to say this all the time. For as many times we make fun of them and what they're doing, and some of the stuff they've done is okay, but the roster has never been better over the last 5 years. It's stellar. Like, it's never the wrestlers. It's always the booking.
The best wrestling roster ever.
If you boiled down if you took it like seriously and you boiled it to one roster, one show, can you imagine how good that fucking show could be?
You'd still have too many people on it.
But if you literally boiled it down to it's Cole and Bryan and Cesaro and just the best of the best. That's it.
Well, yeah.
It would be insane how good that show could be.
It would be.
Absolutely nuts. Yeah, so they had a kick-ass match. Not a lot to say there, but go watch it. Jericho comes out and says he had COVID in September. News to me because I think he was on every AEW show. So how the hell did he quarantine?
He quarantined for 10 days, and I guess he did miss.
He must have missed one show that was taped or something.
Yeah, I think so.
It's really weird. He said he had no symptoms.
Yeah.
But yeah, weird.
There's
bizarre.
and then I don't know if you guys talked about it. Matt Jackson had it.
Nick had it.
And someone else in the AEW also had. I forget who. Yeah, they've kept it very.
There's a few others because the latest outbreak that Fightful reported about.
Right.
They didn't say anything about anybody on any side. So they said it was in Impact, in AEW, in NXT, and in the main roster. But only Drew McIntyre was
well, probably because he's champion.
I guess.
He's the guy who's on there every week, and you can't really
Another weird thing about that, I heard from Meltzer, I don't know what's true or what's not, but in the promo he cut, he said, McIntyre said, I have COVID, I have no symptoms. And then Meltzer reported he was told to say that he actually does have some symptoms there, but they're mild. So what a weird situation. I don't know. And then with all the New Year's parties that these people got going on, these wrestlers are out here having parties like
birthday party.
You wouldn't believe.
That's Florida, man. Florida is just the Wild West down there. The Wild West.
Yeah. So yeah, Jericho had COVID. No one knew. And I'm sure some other people do, and we don't know about it.
Oh yeah.
WrestleMania is being pushed back from March 28th to April 11th. I don't think that really changes very much.
That allows them to get 70,000 people in the door.
Yeah, I don't know. They're planning on having people there.
70,000?
Oh, I don't know about that.
They're going to try.
But they're going to have people. And they did announce, even though I didn't watch the commercial because it looked very cringy, the announcement of the next 3 WrestleManias.
One's at SoFi, one's in Jerry World, and
this year's Tampa. Is it this year? Were those the ones they announced?
Was Tampa, Jerry's World, and SoFi.
With SoFi.
The new Rams Stadium.
Oh, I thought that was the Niners Stadium.
No.
What's the Niners Stadium where they had... That was the Seth Rollins one.
Yes. Oh, yeah, they did that, right? Outside.
We've done that one already.
45 minutes away from Santa Clara.
SoFi is Rams.
That was like the biggest one ever. What was that? What's the 49ers Stadium where they had it?
Boy. Yeah, I forget.
It was a brand spanking new stadium, and that was where they supposedly had like the biggest crowd ever.
Levi Stadium.
Levi. Yeah. So yeah, SoFi is Chargers and Rams, the brand new place that opened this
$1 billion stadium or whatever.
The one that's like below sea level or whatever that was. Did you see that? How they that's why it cost so much money because they had to lower it below sea level to make it fit. Crazy.
So,
all right, Bill. What's up?
Dallas is next year. Tampa.
Then SoFi.
Yeah, that's I can't. It's not like I can go to Tampa now, but Tampa's would have been an easy place to hop to.
Yeah,
you going to WrestleMania?
No.
Little Columbiana WrestleMania coming up.
I don't care to go to WrestleMania. I care to go to the shows around it again.
Let me say, if they had WrestleMania at Clearwater, Florida Pool Hotel there, I would most definitely go.
That's where you
most definitely go pee in that pool again. All right. Bill, it's time for a segment to be named later. What did we fuck up from last week?
Well, Ryan, you asked for it. So I looked up. Ghoulies is, in fact, a very British term for your testicles.
What?
He hit him in the ghoulies. You missed that one from NXT when Shotzi fired a dart gun into
I saw that, but
Austin Theory's balls, and then Wade Barrett went, he hit him in the goalies.
But yet still Ryan was curious and wanted to know what that meant last week and told me to look it up.
Okay. I'm satisfied.
I looked up, we were talking about Pete Holmes and the X-Men.
Right.
So I started watching them again, and they're very funny, but they have a total of, he did 11 of them.
Wow.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch. For everyone from Magneto and Nightcrawler, like we were talking about, and then he did like Iceman, and he's like, oh, what am I supposed to do with the guy whose nemesis is room temperature? So yeah, he did 11. So go watch those. Go while you're on YouTube.
Very
here.
Funny.
Go look up Pete Holmes.
Yeah.
And then we were talking about if Ibushi and Bushi were in fact the same person.
Right. Wally has mixed them up before, and we talked about if Ibushi has ever been seen with Bushi in the same ring.
So they have lots of tag matches where they square off against each other, or in their careers they have never had a singles match. Those two.
Oh, so see,
not ever.
Could be possible.
Yeah,
could be possible.
Those are all the segments today.
Okay. All right. AEW. Let's start with AEW. I thought this was a pretty good show. Eddie Kingston versus Pac. Fine opening match. Pac won. Then Lance Archer came out and yelled at Pac, which has happened like 8 times. So let's move it on here. What's going on here?
They're going to have a match or they're going to team up?
Right. We're not sure.
Oh, that's the open question?
Yeah. He saves them, but then always yells at Pac for like being bad. Like, what's the problem with Pac?
Leading to a match between them, which should be very interesting.
I would like to see a match between them, but just like let's move it on. Let's get to that instead of this tease crap that's happened for months. Eddie Kingston did not get included in the AEW promos of the year, but Brandy Rhodes did.
It's just like, what?
So bad. His first promo he ever did was better than all the promos on that list, except for maybe Moxley's.
He could burp a promo and it'd be better than everything they included on that list.
Moxley had some good promos that are on there, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Brandy Rhodes, though.
Yeah, oh yeah.
But she cuts a competent promo for the first time ever, and it gets it onto the greatest promos ever list.
Yeah, they're top promos of the year.
What happens when you're an EVP?
Yeah, right.
Oh man. Chuck Taylor faced Miro in a match, and if Chuck lost, he had to become Miro's young boy / butler.
Yes.
If you just Trent, that could be funny.
We'll see. Trent is injured. He has a torn pectoral muscle. They blamed it on Miro on TV. That's how they wrote him off. And Miro won the match, making Chuck Taylor his young boy. So we'll see how this plays out. It should be fun, I hope.
They got to do something with Chuck for the next few months.
Right. They need something for Chuck. He could team with Orange.
That's true.
So Orange was in his corner.
But if Chuck Taylor's in like a Mizdow role, I think he can do some good stuff with that.
He might do great stuff with this. I'm cautiously optimistic. Haven't been thrilled with the Miro stuff. I got to be honest.
Yeah, no,
really have not been thrilled with anything Miro has done at all.
Yeah, no, it hasn't been that stellar.
Yeah, it's just not handled well so far. I don't know. We'll see what happens because then Kip Sabian and Penelope marriage is coming. So I don't know. I don't feel great about that either. We'll see. One thing I'm really getting interested in is Matt Hardy in Private Party. I didn't give a shit for months, but now that Hardy is this weird heel, like rich guy manager and taking 30% of their bookings, it's become very interesting to me because they cut these promos like, we really like having you help us, but 30% of our money. And he's like, shut up and do what I say. They called him a money grabbing carny this week.
Yeah.
That's a direct shot.
Yep. He got offended at that. So I very much enjoy, I like how you highlighted money grabbing carny on the doc. So we'll see. I like where this is going. I think there's potential here for this to be really good, but we'll see. Jericho, Inner Circle, talking about their goals for 2021, I guess. And Jericho blurts out he wants to win the tag titles with MJF. But then Sonata gets pissed off.
Not Sonata.
Oh, I'm sorry. Santana. Not Sonata. Too many New Japan matches. Santana gets pissed off because he said him and Ortiz are supposed to be going for the tag titles. And Sammy Guevara gets pissed off and said, what happened to lay sex gods? Why aren't you my partner?
Understandable.
And so now there's going to be he also called Jericho a tag team slut.
Yes.
You little tag team slut. Careful, Sammy. Very careful. Be careful.
Yeah, really.
He shouldn't be the one saying that line, maybe. So it's going to be a triple threat tag team match. Is that right? Like Sex Gods.
Yes. Yeah.
No, not like Sex Gods.
MJF and Jericho versus Sammy and Hagar versus Santana and Ortiz. Triple threat tag match. So yeah, we'll see what happens. I assume Jericho and MJF are going to win, and I assume they're going to do it by cheating.
I am intrigued by the thought of them having like a group have some conflict here without like a full-on civil war. But I do feel a little bit bad for Santana and Ortiz.
Right? They should be right in there.
Yeah.
The other thing that happened was Sammy and Jake Hagar called Sammy Hagar as their tag team name, which Jericho pointed out because he always does that kind of thing, and made fun of Sammy Guevara because Sammy Guevara does not know who Sammy Hagar is. Ha 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 ha.
Understandable.
We get
I feel like well, I'll talk about it at the end of the show because it's kind of like
has Inner Circle run its course?
It's not that. It's just like the way Dynamite's laid out is now become very predictable. With 9 o'clock is the Cody spot. The 9:30 before the main event's the women's spot. The opening match is normally like the Bucks are sliding in like the first half hour. There's always that what is it? Inner Circle thing between 8:30 and 9. It's kind of just like
you think they've got it all like pre-production.
It's losing its predictability, and it's just like there can be weeks where I don't need to see the
Cody Rhodes promo.
Yeah, Cody Rhodes wrestle or the Inner Circle at all. You know, I don't know. It's just like I kind of like the Inner Circle's just like okay, yeah.
Yeah, where's this going?
Yeah,
that's why I feel like with some of this, like earlier when I said the Pac and Archer thing, like where's this going? Like let's get to the next step. Like I'm not saying end the story, but like what we've done like 6 weeks of the same thing. Like can we progress it a little bit? What's the next step? Dark Order kind of did a little thing. They're in a tough spot with the Brody Lee passing. It's like, what the hell are you going to do with Dark Order? Like, they almost can't have a new leader. They almost can't be heels anymore, can they? Like,
no, they're baby faces now.
They're full on baby faces. So they cut a promo basically saying that we're going to have to try to be better. And then they said they brought Hangman Page in, which they've been doing for a while, and did like the funny recruitment of Hangman Page, like, come on, have a match with us. And Page is like, all right, fine, I'll have another match with you. And they're like, okay, you're gonna join Dark Order? You're like, I don't know. I don't know if I want to do that.
The thing is that just kills. So it kills everything right now.
There's nothing they can do.
There's no crowds.
Right.
Like if there was a crowd there, like you could go out there and just let the crowd hear and do that, and maybe even the crowd could change. Right. Even though yes, they do have a crowd, but like I'm talking about like a real crowd, like could change up like the way the show's built around, because Well, maybe not, but like that's what kills not having like an actual crowd is. Like they wouldn't have to do much; they just have to go out there and they'd be babyface.
Right. So we'll see where that goes. Omega is supposed to team with the Young Bucks. Don Callis is there. He says, let's have separate introductions. Let's get our just desserts here. Like Kenny deserves his own introduction. So do you. So Kenny goes out first, makes his entrance, and then Don Callis is like, let's bring out his partners, the Good Brothers, instead of the Bucks.
This was a good swerve.
So they come out and have the match against Danny Limelight and Varsity Blondes. Now,
what's a Danny Limelight?
I enjoyed him.
He's he's a kind of, think of like a TJP type.
Okay.
Yeah, I enjoyed his work. I thought he was pretty good.
He's a good worker.
Certainly better than both Varsity Blondes.
Yeah. Yeah.
I watched the Good Brothers recently on another show, the Major Wrestling Figure Podcast, which is one of the only other wrestling shows I listen to. And they were talking about a new action figure they have coming out. And they were talking about their run-in from last week's Dynamite, and Luke Gallows said he mistakenly picked the wrong extra, like the guys who ran in to beat up the Good Brothers when they showed up. He grabbed the wrong guy and power bombed him through a table, and it ended up being the wrong extra.
Oops.
He's like, yeah, I power bombed an extra against his will through a table.
Hey man,
I didn't realize it was the wrong person. And the guy was trying to fight out of it. He power bombed him through the table anyway. And Anderson was like, yeah, and it was mostly didn't even get caught by the cameraman. It was very funny. But so they had the match. They won. Moxley came out, attacked Omega, then got beat up. Then the Lucha Brothers came out to help. Then the Young Bucks came down and like stopped everybody. It was weird. I don't understand what's going on.
The Lucha Bros
super kick the Young Bucks, right? Mm-hmm. So, and obviously those groups don't like each other for a long time. So that makes sense, but not quite sure where the Bucks fall, because last week they did the Too Sweet. This week they get pushed to the side for the Good Brothers. Then they come out and break up the fight.
Obviously a three-way match. There'll be Lucha Bros
versus Bucks versus Good Brothers.
And I bet you Lucha Bros take the pin. Maybe that's why. Because
they get beat by the Good Brothers?
Good Brothers, TNA probably doesn't want the Good Brothers because they're TNA champs.
Right.
Young Bucks are champs. Someone's got to take the pin.
Champion versus champion. We'll see. I like Dr. Britt Baker's The Waiting Room. I like this. I like this segment.
Yeah.
I don't think this was good though. I didn't like this.
It's fine. It was.
She interviews Cody Rhodes, makes fun of him.
I like the thing here about his neck tattoo.
Yep, she made fun of him for that. Then brings out Jade Cargill, who then looks like she could beat the crap out of Cody Rhodes.
Yeah, she looks like she's like 7 foot tall.
She's huge. She's more jacked than him, and she slapped him in the face. And then basically said, like, I don't care if Brandy's pregnant. I'll beat her the second she comes back. I'm going to beat her up more. And then weird thing where they show like the Thunder Rosa promo, but then
Red Velvet came.
Right, Red Velvet came out.
Red Velvet was 2 feet smaller than her.
She's so small compared to Jade Cargill.
But I'm guessing they want that.
I don't know.
You want like the size display. You want to make
her look huge.
Yeah.
So finally, Britt is gonna fight Thunder Rosa at Beach Break.
Yeah. I'm sure Thunder Rosa was supposed to be involved, but he couldn't be a part of it
because she's in
quarantining.
She's quarantining.
Just like Nyla Rose. Nyla Rose was supposed to face Layla Hirsch this week.
Right.
And now that's out the window.
And I like how Britt doesn't want to face Thunder Rosa. She's like, no, I don't want to stop. No, I'm not doing it. Oh, hey, look at this.
No, don't
Oh,
let him in.
hey, there he is. A full crew. What is going on?
Why did you let him in?
He's
Oh,
here.
good. He's gone already.
I'm
awake.
Good. I'm awake.
Did you just wake up?
Yeah.
All right. Welcome to Earth.
Oh my God! Look who's here.
Yes.
You didn't notice?
No, because it on the phone it just shows you until I swipe all the way right. It only shows me
very small.
the first person to talk. Wait, are we live still?
Yeah,
we're live, pal.
Welcome.
We're still in the first episode.
Yeah, we're still in the first episode. You're not that lucky.
Damn it.
I
come up with the top 5 too.
you gotta come up with a lot of information here, real quick. Anyway, I like the Britt Baker thing, the waiting room. I don't know if this worked for me, but I like it, the waiting room, and I'm glad it was on the main show.
Yeah.
FTR faced Marco Stunt.
When did Thunder Rosa lose the championship?
A while ago.
Before she even. About that?
Yeah, she lost the NWA title before we even
prime time.
Before she showed up on AEW, I think.
Oh,
right?
Okay.
No.
Serena D beat her.
Serena D beat her, but
I think it was before she was ever on AEW.
Yeah.
Anyway,
it seems like what AEW does is they workshop stuff on Dark.
Yeah.
Like wrestlers, like the waiting room, and then they put it on, which is smart.
It makes sense. Yeah. And I like it. Yeah. I think it's good. FTR finally got their match against Jungle Boy and Marco Stunt, and I enjoyed this. This was very well done.
Good match.
Them talking shit about Marco and then getting schooled by him a couple times, but eventually getting the win with their new finishing move, the Big Rig, which is
don't love that.
What is it?
So it's the Midnight. They renamed the Midnight Express their finishing move, their new finishing move, the Big Rig, which is Brody Lee's nickname. Everybody called him Big Rig.
So is it the same thing?
Same move, just called something different. So now it's called the Big Rig.
When I heard that, I was like,
yep. They renamed it the Big Rig.
Is that still the Magic Killer though?
No, their finisher is what is it? It's the Power Bomb Neckbreaker thing. Is that what it is?
What's that?
What is FTR's finisher now? It's not this.
It's like a 3D, but into a code breaker.
Is it still the code breaker? I thought they changed it.
Like a face breaker.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Knees.
It used to be called. What was it called before when it was FTR or not FTR?
The Revival. I don't know.
The Shatter Machine.
Yeah, right. It was called the Shatter Machine.
Yeah.
I thought they had changed it a little bit, but yeah, okay. So the Shatter Machine turned into the Midnight Express, turned into the Big Rig. So they beat Marco Stunt. Serena Deeb had a great match against Ty Conti, one of the better women's matches they've had.
Yeah.
I enjoyed this.
Crazy about it.
I enjoyed it. I enjoyed that big boot. The Ty Conti big boot. I thought that was good.
Really good, but Ty Conti she's good, but she's not this I think at Serena Deeb's level yet.
No, for sure not. But considering what we've gotten, I thought this was pretty good. And then the best thing of the night, Brian Cage versus Darby Allin TNT Championship. Yeah. Just great.
When Brian Cage picked him up
God.
threw him out of the ring and through that table, it was just it was a holy shit moment. It was just
he threw him so far.
Yes.
He threw him out of the ring, over the top rope, to the ring bell table, or whatever that is. That's far away. That's not close. And he exploded through that thing.
Yeah.
That was awesome. And this match was great.
And then he powerbombed him over the top rope
onto the stage, and he just took it flat back bump.
Yep.
Like, oh my God. And then I like how Cage brought the stairs out.
Yeah.
And
their stairs are one piece.
That's interesting. Not two pieces.
Not two
so
pieces.
Cage
one
got
giant piece.
He got knocked off and landed on top of the steel steps, and then got coffin dropped while he was laying on top of the steps, which is good. And then I didn't even know about this. So Darby won with a crucifix pin off the top rope. They were both on the top rope, and Darby hit him like grabbed him and slammed him with a crucifix pin and won. And apparently this is like crazy storytelling back to like when Taz first showed up. Taz apparently was trying to coach. Darby had lost a match by not doing a crucifix pin properly, apparently. And Taz came up to him and was like, if you sign with me, I'll fix that mistake and you won't lose matches like that. You'll get your crucifix pin right. And he said no. And that's when Taz started going after him.
Yeah.
And when he brought in Brian Cage, that's when he killed him in that one. What was that? The Casino Battle Royal match where he threw him on top of a ladder outside the ring and then put him in a body bag. They just destroyed him. And that all was from Taz trying to fix his crucifix pin. So he wins with the crucifix pin at the end, which is a crazy callback to like a year ago almost, or more than a year. I guess it would be a year ago, right?
Yeah, I think a year.
Crazy. So there you go. Darby Allin putting on a show on Dynamite. And Brian Cage is awesome.
It was an awesome main event.
Yep. And then we had the standoff Sting stuff. Again.
Yeah, that's
so.
Well, no, he did use the bat this time, didn't he?
He hit. Oh, right, he did. He helped him. He helped him win because he hit Ricky Starks with it, and Ricky Starks took that hilarious ball bat bump where he got hit in the gut and like fell off the ramp or whatever. That was good. Yeah, that was good. The whole main event was good. I don't know. Thought it was a pretty good show. Excellent main event. Time for some NXT. Ready, Bill?
Yeah, it's pretty good this week.
Shotzi Blackheart lost again.
Well,
she loses
outside interference.
She loses to Candice LeRae again.
Yes, she did. I don't know where they go with this, but it was a fine match.
She's gonna be in the tag team, the women's Dusty Cup.
Yeah.
Yes, they did announce Shotzi and Ember Moon are a team.
Ember Moon's her partner.
Yep.
Now there's a rumor that the Iconics are supposedly going to be in it, and there's going to be some roster people.
That'd be fun.
That's if you're going to announce a 16-team men's tournament, it's hard to do a 4-team women's tournament.
Yeah, I think there's supposed to be more because there's only.
I think there's 4 announced now, and they said more to come, so there's got to be more.
Who are the 4? It's Candice and
Indy. Ember and Shotzi, Tony and Mercedes Martinez.
Yeah, which is a weird
pairing. It
doesn't make sense.
The little people.
Yes.
Caden Carter and
Team Ninja.
The actual team of the group. The only ones actually work together.
Team Ninja.
Yeah. But they've got to do. There's another group they've got to do. Like there's 2 other.
There's no Raquel and Dakota.
Yeah, no Raquel and Dakota.
Right now.
I have to imagine they'll be in it, but we'll see.
Unless Raquel has bigger things.
Yeah, she may be going for Io.
What about Io? You think Io would be in the Dusty Classic with a different partner? Like Rhea's her partner?
Send Asuka down.
Yeah.
Send Asuka down to team with Io. Oh my God.
Didn't Io used to have a partner?
Yes, it was.
Kairi saying the Sky Pirates.
Oh, right.
Yeah. No, Asuka. You're right. Asuka. Asuka was partners with
Kairi.
Yeah, but before that, Kairi was partners with Io Shirai down in NXT because they were the Sky Pirates.
Oh, right. Yeah, I thought they were partners.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then Kairi Sane went up and hung out with Asuka.
Right, and then she retired.
Of course, you gotta be racist and keep all the people together.
There is a new Joshi coming now.
Really?
Saree, Saree. Saree. She is finally coming over.
Okay.
She's from, of course, like Stardom and all those places, and yeah, she's been. I don't know when her plan for her to show up, but yeah, she should be showing up soon. I think.
Interesting. Finn Balor came out and cut a fucking awesome promo.
Yeah,
this dude's on fire. He's on fire. These promos, some of the stuff he was saying. And then Undisputed Era. Did Pete Dunne interrupt that?
Yes.
Pete Dunne came out to go after Finn,
But then Undisputed Era interrupted that. Is that what happened?
So, they went 3-on-1 against Finn.
Oh,
and
okay.
then O'Reilly came out to back Finn up, and then the rest of Undisputed Era came out.
Okay. I like that segment.
Yep.
Mostly the Finn Balor talking. Johnny and Austin Theory got a picture from stupid Dexter Lumis.
Stupid Dexter Lumis.
Grizzled younger veterans versus Everrise.
Kick off the Dusty Cup.
And Grizzled won.
There were a couple moments here where I thought they were going to drop Grizzled Young Vets out already.
I really think if Everrise was in front of like a crowd, like a real
They'd get
crowd,
themselves over.
Oh my god, they'd get themselves so over because like the way they talk and their manner, like they'd get themselves so over.
Yeah,
but it's just a bummer.
They're jobbers, I mean. Raquel Gonzalez talks about how she's going to go for the women's title.
Yeah.
Then we talked about it. Shotzi Nember, Casey, and Kaden Carter. Is that her name now? A bunch of them talked about how they're going to fight in the Women's Cup, which hopefully will be good.
When does that start?
Next week. This week, I guess, technically. There's no bracket yet. So once we get the bracket, we'll make the picks, but no bracket yet. Gargano fought Loomis in a non-title match. Gargano won.
This is like always. Loomis is a perfectly good. He's a good wrestler.
Yeah.
Good wrestler, bad gimmick.
He did a weird. He does this weird slither around the ring.
Yeah.
He like slithered out of the ring and like rolled himself onto the floor.
That was cool.
Like it was weird, but it was cool.
Yeah, it was weird. MSK.
Right. MSK. We finally found out who MSK was, even though
it was the Rascals.
It was the Rascals.
Okay.
But we don't know what MSK means, right?
No, we don't know what it means. Their names are different. It's Wes Lee and Nash Carter.
Like
Wes Lee.
Wes
W-E-S space
L-E-E.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's terrible.
And Nash Carter.
The thing I'm just it's so funny because like why does Jake Atlas have his name? Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I'm dumbfounded about people who get to keep their name. And like I am like maybe because
why? Yeah, what is
is it because they were in other promotions at because
Jake Atlas never went anywhere?
Yeah,
he was in PWG. There's no copyright there.
But he wasn't. They weren't in anything like.
I'm guessing that's it.
Televised.
That's the only thing I can think.
And
like, Adam Cole was. I mean,
Shotzi's the same thing.
Shotzi was.
I wonder if these are people who actually like said, "I'm only coming if you like keep my name."
Maybe.
Like maybe they fought for it, and the other people were just like, "Whatever, I'll sign the contract." I don't know. I don't know, but
I just because like
you couldn't have picked better names though. Those are the names. Like
I'm sure they're out of names in it.
I'm waiting for like the explanation. Like always, like the wrestlers try to cover it up. Like, oh well, actually, Wes Lee is important to me because Wes Lee was so and so, and that's why it's important. Like I'm waiting for that explanation, and it hasn't come from either rascal. Like of why Nash Carter is. Well, I really like Nash Bridges. It was a great show, and
Carter sounds
Jimmy Carter was my favorite president, so of course I would pick that name. I'm waiting for that explanation, but
it sounds like the name of the protagonist in a Hogan movie.
Yeah.
When they first said it, I thought they said it was Nash Cutter. And I like paused to look it up and see if it actually was
Hardball Cutter because that movie is so good.
I would have. That would be such a great name for someone.
Hardball Cutter.
Yeah. The one thing I did because obviously the Rascals are great and they look great. And it was a good match. But then why were Jake Atlas and Swerve working together and like friendly at first?
Okay.
Because last week they weren't.
Right. And the week before they
were. And then afterwards they weren't.
Right. They were high-fiving when they came out.
Yeah. And then like last week you guys weren't doing that. You hated.
It's not like they said like it's not like there was a video package where it showed them like, fuck, we got to be teammates. God damn it.
Yeah, no, it's respect, guys.
But then in the locker room we saw.
Yeah, they fight.
And
then Jake Atlas is the one pissed at Swerve Scott for losing. It's not the other way. It's not like Swerve Scott. You know what I mean? Like, what the hell is going on there?
Bronson broke it up.
Yeah, I like that. I like Bronson.
I think
enough.
I think they should really push Bronson. I think he.
Oh my god,
he's getting it. He was out hurt, but he's getting it.
I think he's a guy who you could like even have like Gargano lose to.
Damn champion. Yeah, I was gonna say he should be the champion after a nice run.
Champion.
Oh yeah, I want that to happen.
Yeah.
This in-ring stuff was good, but I don't understand, like you said, why the hell their team on the other side. And then I hate this shit when new people show up and NXT and like, oh, they've never really done anything before.
Yeah.
They it's not like they were like, oh my god, these guys, I can't believe they're here. They didn't say that. They're just like, oh, a surprise.
Vic Joseph said in like a 3-minute span, he said,
right, he contradicted himself.
Their work speaks for itself. And then like 2 minutes later, it was like, whoever these guys are.
Right. I hated that. Oh my god, I thought the commentary
it's very weird
sucked.
It usually depends on like your star, how big of a star you are, because some guys they'll be like about Kyle O'Reilly, they will like allude to his like days in Japan and Finn, but like guys like these guys, like they're just like, oh,
who are these newbies?
Yeah. If you have a guy like Mauro Ranallo who's just gonna say it and who actually knows the history, versus a guy like Vic Joseph who was just doing a Vince McMahon impersonation.
I did not like it. And it was all over the map. Like you said, at 1 minute they make it seem like they're a big deal that they brought in, which it is.
Yeah, they said the next minute the hottest free agent signing.
Yeah. Reed Barrett says that, but then the next minute they're like, oh, these guys are working from underneath and we'll see what happens. Like, what? What is it? I don't know. I thought they looked good, but there needs to be some serious work put in here. I'm a little concerned about, they did win the match, but I'm concerned about them going to the finals now because of the way they're portrayed as like a newbie tag team nobody should ever know.
It was silly that you thought they were gonna.
The thing is like I love the wrestlers,
yeah,
but like and they're great, but like where like I feel like it's just like 205 Live or in bust. Like that's it for them. Like I don't know. Like like unless they fucking like turn up their charisma to like the nth degree, like I don't.
I would be worried about that though, because a lot of their charisma came from those vignettes where they were getting high. They're not going to be able to do stuff like that on NXT.
Maybe they'll just be a fixture in NXT forever. Who knows?
We'll see what happens, but I did not like.
They got to win in the first match.
They won, and they look good in the wrestling.
Yep.
I was not totally sold on the way they were presented.
Yeah.
Here you go, Bill. You waited long enough. Well, I guess we'll do this real quick. Tommaso Ciampa, Timothy Thatcher had a weird.
Oh, I like this. This is a good back and forth.
Yeah.
About who was tougher and what the issue was with the other guy.
Right. And then, okay. Xia Li. Here you go. Bill, I give you the floor.
One punch, one kick. Both look bad. Awesome.
I thought that was pretty cool. Yeah.
Yeah. She took her down hard.
And then her sovereign or whatever.
That punch was crazy quick. I had to rewind it. She's just like,
stop. Yeah, and then I love the roundhouse kick in the face as a finisher. Yeah. That's a good finisher.
Yeah, right. And then Crush, her person there, whatever she is, her sensei, I guess. Yep. Told her to go crush this woman again.
Is that Will Karen, obviously Karen Q.
Right.
I forget what are they called?
They have a stable name that's not. It's not terrible. It's a good stable name. I forget.
I don't even know how to pronounce it.
I don't know, but
did they ever say it? I saw it written.
No,
but
yeah,
they didn't. I don't think they said it.
But like, will she eventually wrestle? And if she does, like, she's got to be like
invincible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's got to be like the top of the Mortal Kombat chart.
She's Goro.
She's
gotta be like
Shao
Goro.
Kahn.
Yeah, she's got to be Shao Kahn level.
Yeah. I love it.
You
We'll
can't not be.
see. We had in the prediction show, Bill predicted this would. What did you predict about this again? Bo was
Said
going to
that-
win North American title.
I did.
And what was Xylee going to do?
I didn't say. She's the sky's the limit.
And then I predicted this wouldn't be a thing by the next award show. Like Xylee may still be a wrestler, Bo may still be a wrestler, but whatever this stable is gone.
Yeah, I could see Xia like eventually like in a vignette turning on Karen Q, the thing, and like, I don't know, kicking her. I've got one prediction this year. Well, I don't even know if it's a prediction. Maybe not a prediction. But I've got a blue chip, all blue chip.
Oh boy.
All blue chips.
Oh boy. Blue chipper.
But the thing is, it's Japanese wrestler. I don't know if I should even say their name.
Why? Why are you protecting it?
I don't know.
What is happening right now?
I don't know. He's making a weird. I'm not sure.
But she's it's a she. It's the Stardom champion, Julia.
Okay. Well, what is she gonna do though? What is your prediction?
When she eventually comes over to North America, she's gonna be a very big star.
Okay.
That's like, but the
is
thing
she
is,
supposed to come to America?
No, not right now. But she will eventually.
All right.
She will someday, and she'll be a very big star.
Is she going to come to America before 2022?
I don't know, because the thing is with Corona, who knows? And anyone will show up ever.
That's not really a prediction.
I'm gonna make a prediction. She does not show up until next year.
There we go.
There you go.
Hey, there's Wally's first prediction.
Well done. Going out on a limb.
Third, I had two other ones.
Yeah, he did have other predictions. I'm
putting all my blue chipper stock in her.
Wow, pushing your chips right into her.
Stardom champion. She's got like all the belts in Stardom. Since we're talking about Asian wrestling.
Undisputed Era versus Breezango, first round matchup. Undisputed Era won. They got beat up by McAfee's crew, which doesn't have a name, right?
No.
For the brand, bro.
I don't even think they're that anymore, are they?
I don't know.
Those guys.
Do they still go by McAfee's crew even without him there?
No, they haven't been named.
It seems like Pete Dunne is in charge now, but
which is much better.
Is fine.
Yeah, that's fine, but
so they beat up everybody.
Hey, is that how the show went off air?
Yeah, they killed everybody, but Adam Cole hit a super kick on what's his face? Fandango. And they won the match. And then he went out to check on an injured.
Oh, right. And O'Reilly's face got crushed.
Right. He got smashed into one of those metal areas, those metal poles. And that's how it went off the air. So what do you think?
Overall, it was a good show. The last match was a little bit of a letdown, but
yeah, I thought
it was so rushed. Like they came out when there was like 8 minutes to go.
Right.
But they'll go over occasionally. But I don't know how many.
But
true, they will go over occasionally,
but I think like it's got to be saved for some special, like a big main event match.
This certainly was not that. I actually watched most of it in one chunk, and then I saved this match for today, where I was going to be more like prepared to watch it, and it didn't actually end up being anything. So,
thankfully, the only appointment television I have now is wrestling, and I guess now WandaVision.
What about Bob's Burgers?
Bob's Burgers is not on right now.
No, okay. You mean currently you have no appointment television?
Yeah.
Well, you got to get some more shows.
I have none.
No,
I have absolutely zero.
Law and Order, Special SVU. That's still on.
You know what we've been watching? A lot. We just hit the 100th episode of Seinfeld.
Oh, wow. Nice. I've been watching
Somebody
Seinfeld
else was
too.
just telling me they started watching Seinfeld.
And then when I'm on my own, which is very rare, Batman, the animated series.
Right.
What animated series?
Batman.
Oh, good choice.
Great show.
Wait, what's that on?
You know what? It doesn't hold up as well as you know.
Really?
It's way more childish and like.
Well, it's a kid's show. I mean.
Yeah, I know. And then you think,
what's the wasn't there like a weird episode where all the bad guys were like planning something? Was that Batman the Animated Series?
I've literally just got to that one, but since like I wanted to like focus on that one. I skipped it for now. And
wow.
I'll probably watch it tonight.
When Joe was born, I just watched all the Clone Wars because if I missed one, who cares? I just start the next one. That's what I watched at night when I couldn't sleep, and he was.
But the thing is we're getting to that point now with COVID in that there's not
shows are starting to dry out.
There's not many that new shows coming out or that much stuff to watch because it's not like stuff's been being made for the past year.
Some things have been being made though.
Stuff has been, and stuff is just now. But like the stuff they just put out, like Star Trek, The Expanse, Mandalorian, that all finished filming. A lot of that stuff just finished filming just as like COVID was hitting.
Yeah.
So,
I don't know.
I could see an uptick in like animation because then you don't need people in the same room to do that.
Yeah,
right.
Like Nick Offerman just has a new show up north or something.
And I will be watching that because that's the same people who did Bob's Burgers.
I watched the first episode. It was pretty funny.
It's got Will Forte. It's got Paul Rust. It's funny. Yeah.
Dulce Sloan, I think, is the.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what's
Paul Rust is not great, but
what?
He hates Paul Rust because of love. He hates love on.
He's
okay. He's okay.
What's the Seinfeld that you surprisingly were like, oh yeah, I really enjoyed that one in this rewatch?
Of them?
Okay.
I've literally
You don't have one? I think everybody has like a Seinfeld. They're like, oh, that's
like
mine.
The one that's maybe like pound per pound, like the funniest hour is The Boyfriend, which is the Keith Hernandez, Art Vandelay, Vandelay Industries.
Vandelay Industries.
Oh yes.
The thing is, it's an hour long.
Oh wow.
One with Keith Hernandez with the Spitter.
Oh yeah, they reenact.
A second Spitter. Yes.
So fun.
Kennedy.
But there's like George Costanza is maybe the greatest character ever.
Yeah.
It's such a fun. Like I love that show. But now after this, I'm gonna go to The Simpsons. Probably like the first 8 seasons of The Simpsons. Then.
Yeah. I was trying to clarify, like somebody else the other day, what Simpsons I should where I should start, where I should end.
Start season 1, and
they said to watch season 1.
Yeah,
I think they said through 10 or 11.
The old ones are just weird because there's different voices and slightly different animations.
Yeah, they said watch
animation's real bad.
Watch 1 because you need the context of 1 to understand 2, but really you should genuinely watch 2 through 10 or 2 through 11.
Yeah.
I would say start at like 25 and go all the way to present.
There you go. Just the new ones. The only I remember watching it here and there. I wasn't obsessed with it as a kid. The only one I remember is Sideshow Bob in the field, stepping on the field of rakes, which I think I was with you, Bill, when I watched that. But that's the only one I remember. I don't remember the context of it. But
it was. I can tell you the context. It was a riff on Cape Fear. And he had ridden on the bottom of their car after following them. Instead of following them, he hid on the bottom of their car. And then when he came out, which he had hit a rake earlier, and now he is hitting rakes again.
Yes.
There was also a very funny scene in that episode where they tried to convince Homer of his new name, and he wasn't understanding it. He's like, "Your name is Bob Johnson." And they're like, answer so if I say hello, Bob Johnson, what do you say? He just it's so I'll send you the season.
I've started. I just watched Lisa Goes to Washington, I think.
Oh yeah. I
just watched that one. So
yep.
All right. Wally, it's time for your top 10 or 5 or 10, whatever it is.
We're doing top 10 places to take a nap.
Ooh, nice.
In
places
your house?
To take a nap.
Number
10. Yep, 10. Number 10 is in the shower in the morning. Just put your head up against the wall and just take a little bit of nap. That's nice.
Literally used to do that all the time in high school.
How do you not fall?
You don't. You just like you lean your head there, like when waking up like that. Yeah.
Okay.
Number 9, in the car, like maybe you got half-hour lunch and you just want to take a quick cat nap in your car.
I used to do that all the time at my old job.
Can't do that.
Number 8.
It's hard.
Screw going to the car. Just sleep at your desk. Number 8 is at your desk.
Jared used to have a theory that he would print out a piece of paper and put it in front of him, and then lean his head like this, so he said it would just look like he was reading.
That's really good.
Smart. I'm going to employ that next time I go to an office.
I doze off occasionally.
Yep. Number 7, on the toilet. Yep. Just
can't do that.
Quick little
What?
on the toilet.
How do you not fall in? Be careful.
Fall into the toilet?
Yeah, you got to be careful.
Oh, okay. Number 6 is in a lawn chair outside, like in the sun.
Oh, okay.
Am I drunk? Because then I get it.
In a lawn chair in the sun.
Yeah.
Okay.
Number 5, in a hammock.
Ooh, hammocks are nice.
That's a good napping spot. I
The only reason it's not even higher is because I'm always worried about like getting in and getting out of the hammock. It's a little tough. It's a little tough for me.
You don't want to do that spin-a-rooney and fall out.
Yeah, fuck no. Number 4 is in a recliner.
Oh,
I do
too
it
low.
Like
too low. Too low on that.
See, I like.
I don't take a nap. I fall asleep in it.
See, I like being almost completely vertical, so that's why it's so low. Number 3 is at the beach.
Dangerous. No, thank you.
No, that's when I'm at the beach. Oh yeah,
You're out. You're taking naps.
Tipping the hat down, like you're tipping the hat down.
No.
Aren't you worried about sunburns? Because that's how I got my worst sunburn of all time. I went to Disney World. I fell asleep in a lawn chair.
Are you putting sun
on the beach? I didn't. I forgot.
Well, that's
fell asleep. Burned my back.
There is not enough sunscreen in the world that I could fall asleep for an hour on a beach and not get a sunburn.
See, I stay red for only like a day, and then I'm a nice tan color.
I stay red for 3 days, and then I go back to this glorious shade of pale.
Yeah, you're more a lobster. Your sunburn is more of a lobster.
Yeah.
Like number 2 is the couch, and number 1 is in your bed. Top 10 places to take a nap.
Wow.
Couch is number 1 for me.
Couch has to be higher.
I'm not good at napping.
Bed is a bed.
If I go take a nap in bed, I just want to go to bed.
Yeah, bed is a bed.
Even though I used to nap, I would nap a lot.
If you fall asleep at say 12:30 to 1 a.m. and you wake up at 4:30 to 5 a.m., is that going to sleep or taking a nap?
That's going to sleep.
Okay, then regularly I go to sleep in a lazy boy, but I don't take naps.
I hope I missed this, but my favorite nap ever is the 3:30 Notre Dame game nap on the couch. That is my favorite nap ever because I don't.
So you throw the game on and then you
fall asleep within 30 seconds because who cares, and sleep through the whole thing. Probably completely miss the game and then wake up ready for whatever's next.
I did used to like the 5 and 7 Giants 1:30 p.m. nap.
Oh yeah.
Or at least rest my eyes for a quarter.
That's a good one too. All right, that's it.
No, I don't. I honestly don't.
Well, I'm bad at napping unless I'm sick though.
Oh, I can nap.
You heard it from the expert here. That's the 10 best places to take a nap.
Napping expert. All right. That's it. Peace out. We're talking about Blazing Saddles next. Bill is up, and then trying to keep track of all those jokes was not easy. So good luck with that. I hope you were able to pull that off.
Nope.
I could not keep track.
I mean, I got some here, but no, not really.
Yeah. All right. That's it. Peace out. Welcome back, Mike.